Hello. Okay, let's get started. I just want to let you know about something that popped in my mind as I was sitting in silence prior to pressing record. So, I was with my inner child, my younger self, and I saw a rainbow, except the rainbow was like a moving sidewalk. You know, one of those escalators that you see in the airports. So we were on the rainbow rainbow sidewalk, except I heard in my mind, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, even though, well, the road or the moving sidewalk wasn't yellow, wasn't made of yellow bricks, it was a rainbow. From the movie, the book, The Wizard of Oz. But you probably knew that already. Now, I probably watched The Wizard of Oz many years ago, way too long ago, for me to remember every single detail. So I looked up some things, I followed my curiosity, and I looked up the meaning of follow the yellow brick road. So let's go through it here. Follow the yellow brick road is a metaphorical phrase that signifies pursuing a path toward one's goals, dreams, or aspirations, often despite challenges along the way. Origins and cultural significance. The phrase originates from L. Frank Baum's classic novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, where the main character, Dorothy, follows a yellow brick road to reach the Emerald City and meet the wizard. This journey symbolizes a quest for self-discovery, and fulfillment, making the phrase widely recognized in popular culture. Okay, I'm going to stop there. A quest for self-discovery. Okay, so that makes me think of a spiritual quest, going within. The Hermit card in the Tarot. Okay, metaphorical interpretations. Number 1, journey towards goals. The yellow brick road represents a pathway leading to success or happiness. It encourages individuals to pursue their dreams and navigate through life's challenges. What stands out? Pursue your dreams. Follow your dreams. Number 2, self-discovery and growth. Following the yellow brick road can also symbolize a journey of personal growth and self-awareness. As Dorothy encounters various characters and obstacles, she learns valuable lessons about courage, love, and intellect. Okay, courage, love, intellect. Okay, courage. The lion, right? Makes me think of the strength card in the tarot. Intellect, the swords suits in the tarot. Love, cup suits. Okay, reflecting the capacity. Yeah. We learn through adversity, agitation, contrast. Okay, number 3, blind obedience versus critical thinking. In some contexts, the phrase has taken on a more cautionary meaning, suggesting that one should be wary of blindly following others without questioning their motives. This interpretation is often used in political or corporate contexts, where individuals may be led down a path that may not be in their best interest. using discernment, seeing through the surface of things, seeing through the facade, seeing beyond the veil. I'm hearing the song. I can see clearly. Yep, you can see clearly now. I can see clearly now. Who is that by? Is it Bill Withers? I'm not sure. And that makes me think of clairvoyance, clear inner sight. Okay, conclusion. Overall, follow the yellow brick road serves as a versatile metaphor that can inspire individuals to pursue their aspirations while also reminding them to remain mindful of the paths they choose. It encapsulates the idea that while the journey may be fraught with challenges, the pursuit of one's dreams is ultimately worthwhile. I'm going to repeat that. The pursuit of one's dreams is ultimately worthwhile. Basically, keep going. Spirit is encouraging you to keep going, to follow your dreams. By reflecting on our own journeys, we can gain insights into our paths and the lessons learned along the way. Now I'm going to scroll back to the top. The word Emerald City, particularly emerald, that caught my attention. So, emerald, the color green, right? So I briefly looked up the meaning of the emerald crystal, the healing properties, the qualities associated with this healing crystal. The emerald crystal holds significant spiritual meaning, often associated with the heart chakra. Yeah, emerald, heart chakra. It is known as the stone of successful love. Okay, successful love. Promoting healing, compassion, and emotional balance. Yeah, Queen of Cups energy. Also, the Empress. Emeralds are believed to enhance intuition and personal growth, helping individuals connect with their emotions and foster deeper relationships. They are also seen as protective stones, shielding against negative energies and promoting a sense of peace and stability in life. Peace and stability, okay. Peace. So, in returning to the meaning of follow the yellow brick road, it makes me think of in joining it with the meaning of the emerald stone, how it represents the heart chakra, love, right? So follow the yellow brick road, pursuing a path towards one's goals, dreams, or aspirations. Basically, it's a path back to yourself. It's a return to love. A return to love, a return to your true self. The frequency of unconditional love. Okay, now let's go over. This makes me think of Alice. Is it Alice in Wonderland or something? I don't think I've ever, I know for sure I never read the book. And I may have seen the movie, but the Johnny Depp version, I think. Anywho, because I'm going down the rabbit hole, right? Alice went down a rabbit hole. This is what I tend to do. I go down the rabbit hole when I'm curious about something. It just leads, like, one thing leads to another. But there are always messages to be found. All right. The Wizard of Oz story themes. Okay, the story of The Wizard of Oz is rich in themes that resonate with readers of all ages. The main themes include home, Dorothy's longing to return to Kansas is a central theme, symbolizing the universal desire for a sense of belonging and security. So, what stands out to me? Well, home, this sense of home, this feeling of home, and this desire to feel a sense of belonging and security. This makes me think that this is very resonant with you. Perhaps you have felt for most of your life that you really did not belong here on earth. Maybe even thinking that you didn't belong among the people that you grew up with, your family members. You felt out of place somehow. Maybe you couldn't even pin your finger on it, but you just really never felt at home here. And so that may contribute to one of your strong desires for a sense of belonging and stability, to feel secure, to feel safe. So this makes me think of the root chakra, right? Your root chakra may have really gone through it. And maybe for most of your life, you didn't feel safe and secure in yourself. Okay. Next theme, friendship. The journey with the Scarecrow, Tin Woodman, and Cowardly Lion highlights the importance of friendship and the value of companionship, and potentially tying back to the first point of home, of not belonging. This may have bled into your relationships, your friendships. Perhaps you didn't really have friendships that, or connections with people that you really felt a deep connection with. Again, exacerbating this feeling of unbelonging, of not really feeling connected. Next point, self-sufficiency. The character's reliance on the wizard's magic to solve their problems illustrates the theme of self-sufficiency. Yes, that relates back to security. Self-sufficiency and the importance of personal agency. By choosing yourself, you already made the step towards claiming and owning, stepping into your sovereignty, claiming and owning the fact that you are the creator of your life. You are co-creating with the universe. And this makes me think that this is one of your heart desires as well. This feeling of unbelonging, this feeling of, for most of your life, maybe not feeling secure, not feeling rooted here. And so, very likely, self-sufficiency, living a life where you're financially secure and independent, and just feel independent and solid on your own. Particularly within, right? We form a firm foundation from within first. So self-sufficiency makes me think that that is very important to you, and that may be one of your desires. That may be what you're manifesting here during this lifetime. And that makes me think of, what is it? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles, I believe. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, I believe. Yeah. Self-sufficiency, financial independence. Okay, last theme that's discussed here, the journey. The journey to the Emerald City and beyond represents the metaphorical journey of life, filled with challenges and lessons. Makes me think of the hero's journey. These themes are woven throughout the narrative, guiding readers through the magical and sometimes perilous world of Oz. The story's enduring appeal lies in its exploration of these universal themes that continue to resonate with audiences today. Okay. Let's get some cards. Okay, this is the Green Witches. The Green Witches Oracle deck. Oh. And there were witches in the Wizard of Oz, right? I'm thinking Wicked. There's a book called Wicked by, I believe, I was going to say Jerry Maguire, but that is a movie that Tom Cruise was in, right? I read the book Wicked about the Wicked Witch of the West, was it? Or, hold on. There's a movie Wicked, which I have not seen, but it's, and the Broadway play or musical, it was based on the book. Okay, here we go. Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, a dark fantasy novel by Gregory Maguire. There you go. Okay, but I did quite enjoy the movie Jerry Maguire as well, starring Tom Cruise and Renee Zellweger. Wow, that's a lot. I don't think I'm... Okay, 3. All right, let's... Mint, abundance, persistence, proliferation. Okay, it makes me think of the Empress card for some reason. Yeah, abundance. Yes, she represents abundance and proliferation. Fertility. Yep. Persistence. Yep. Keep going. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow your dreams. Mint. Makes me think of freshness. So, planning, setting intentions, optimism. Yes, remain optimistic. Like the song Over the Rainbow. Hope. Maintaining the frequency of hope. Okay, so this makes me think of the Seven of Pentacles, having faith that the seeds that you sow will bear fruit. Planning, setting intentions, optimism. Yeah, okay, yeah. And this person's third eye is lit up. You are very intuitive, connected to Source. Your trust in Source is growing stronger as your journey progresses. Oh, and this makes me think, looking at the seed, having a mustard seed, having the faith the size of a mustard seed, something like that. You probably know what I'm saying, what I'm referring to. Having the faith the size of a mustard seed. Yep, that's all you need. That's all you need. The limited mind, the fear-based mind thinks that, well, it has to do everything, has to carry the entire burden. No, let the universe help. Okay. Ah, and seeds. Seeds, new ideas, hope. There you go, hope. I think I mentioned that word. New ideas, hope, open-mindedness. Yes, I have no idea what these are called. I remember playing with them as a child. Are they helicopter something? They would spin in the air. Oh, and that makes me think of the tornado in The Wizard of Oz, right? This makes me think of a dream catcher. Perhaps you have one. Definitely sacred geometry. Yeah, this refers back to what I said about the sow card. Having faith. So remaining optimistic that what you sow will bear fruit. Okay, so there's definitely a theme here. Proliferation, harvest, harvesting the seeds. Yeah, sowing the seeds, bearing fruit. Proliferation, generation. I am like so curious. Okay, let's read from the guidebook. Let's read seeds. Seeds. New ideas, hope, open-mindedness. Seeds. 97. Card meaning. A seed contains the blueprint for an entirely new plant. That makes me think of rebirth. About you being birthed into your true self. Okay, I interrupt myself. A seed contains the blueprint for an entirely new plant, a future living thing. It is a miracle that something so small holds the key to new life, making me return to the mustard seed meaning. There is so much potential within a seed. In fact, planting a seed is an act of hope. It's the first step in a project or undertaking, trusting that in the future you will actualize your dream. However, there's work ahead. If the seed sprouts, it will need care and attention to maximize its potential. You will need to nourish it to help it grow. The seeds card tells you that there is something worth your time that is waiting to be recognized. Be open to the messages nature has for you. Don't immediately dismiss ideas as far-fetched or impossible. Give them consideration. There may be something to learn. Yeah, remaining open-minded. Reflection. When you are thinking about new ideas or new projects, what do you want to achieve? So basically that just makes me think, keep on dreaming. Continue to dream, to use your imagination. Get excited. What do you want to achieve? Get excited. Get in the energy of excitement, which raises your vibration. Maybe try to get one from the Herbal Astrology Pocket Oracle. Oh, no. One, please. One. Oh, this is a rune. I believe it's a rune. I just noticed this now. Perhaps you practice divination. Perhaps you know how to use runes. Whoa. Okay, these cards are a little thick, so it's, for some, they like to, a single card is hard to, wow, 2, okay, I'll take 2. All right, I've seen this card before, 25, Cat's Claw, Purification. The yellow flowers makes me think of optimism. The energy of optimism. And the black cat, well, it may be a Black Panther, but makes me think again of intuition. You're highly intuitive. You may have a cat. And now I'm thinking of the color black and of its purification properties. For example, I have a crystal here. It's a black crystal. Well, they're good for grounding. I'm not sure what the name is. But yes, good for grounding. So for the root chakra, I think I may have mentioned the root chakra earlier. Absorbing, cleansing, purifying. Negative energies. Ooh, okay, 31, cannabis, detachment. Let's read about detachment. Okay. Upright detachment, deep contemplation. Makes me think of meditation. This person looks like they are meditating. Going within, basically, like the hermit. Detachment, deep contemplation, freedom from pain body, inner calm, immunity. Cannabis is one of the oldest known psychotropic herbs. The first recorded use of cannabis is from 8000 BC in an ancient village in Taiwan, where indigenous groups used hemp fibers in their fabrics, pottery, rope, and even their shoes, not relying on animal skins or even silk for clothing. In 4000 BC, in the Chinese village of Pampo, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing, hemp was considered to be one of the 5 grains of China, and thus a major food crop. Okay, makes me think of bearing fruit, sowing seeds, bearing fruit, right? In the Chinese Materia Medica from 2737 BC, hemp was recognized for its ability to treat over 100 medical issues, including gout, malaria, and rheumatism. The medicinal use of marijuana features heavily in Hindu religious texts. In the Vedas, for example, written between 2000 BC and 1400 BC, cannabis was considered a sacrament of Shiva, described as a source of happiness, optimism, a joy giver, and a bringer of freedom that was compassionately given to humans by the gods to relieve them of anxiety and help them achieve delight as well as fearlessness. That makes me think of the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz. Courage, the strength card in the tarot. Cannabis's many uses fall mostly under Saturn's and Neptune's rulership, with a strong Piscean undertone. You may be a Pisces, because I did notice this fish here, a fish pendant. Since it is a musculoskeletal relaxant, anti-inflammatory, and pain reliever, it is a great ally for those seeking to soften the rough edges of Saturn's impact. Its mood-enhancing, anti-anxiety, anti-inflammatory, and psychotropic properties belong to the realms of Neptune and therefore Pisces. Guidance. Saturn is said to be the lord of time and space, the lord of karma, although often called the Great Malefic, Malefic. Saturn is much more than what we experience in third-dimensional reality. The space-time continuum is a system that encompasses third-dimensional reality as we know it, said to be ruled by Saturn. Yet the transcendence of this reality is freedom from Saturn, depicted by its polarity Neptune. When the angels of time and space are respected, Saturn, they bless us with freedom and the ability to transcend, Neptune, the cycles of the pain body. If you feel restless, anxious, trapped in your own body, or have trouble sleeping, cannabis is here to remind you to cultivate inner calm. Okay, back to this image here. Breathe deeply. Go for a walk in nature. Immerse yourself in meditation. Take naps and creatively cultivate practices that soften the unsettled aspects of your being. Don't succumb to quick fix solutions when it comes to decompressing, as it often leads to self-neglect and disassociation. Okay, so that is where the detachment comes from, disassociating. I'll read that again. Don't succumb to quick fix solutions when it comes to decompressing, as it often leads to self-neglect and disassociation. Tune deeply into the energetics of this ancient ally and learn to transcend the cycles of self-induced pain. That stands out. Learn to transcend the cycles of self-induced pain. So that makes me think of, the karmic wheel, or being a cycle breaker. This makes me think that you may identify with being a cycle breaker. There may be a lot of different types of traumatic cycles that you noticed within your family while growing up. Perhaps also you inherited some ancestral trauma as well. And so the cycle of suffering has just been passed down from generation to generation, and you, lovely soul, have decided to break the cycle of suffering, to break the cycle of self-induced pain. Instead of numbing, facing, going within, doing the shadow work. But let me just add, practicing non-judgment. We are all human here. We have coping mechanisms, right? So practicing non-judgment, when you do find yourself at times self-soothing, perhaps, disassociating, numbing yourself. But when you're able to pull back, remembering that you are the observer, the one who notices, the presence that is noticing, you practice compassion and non-judgment. Understanding just how difficult this journey can be. This journey on the third dimensional plane can be. Okay, all right. Okay, anything to add or confirm? Complimentary or supplementary messages? Thank you. Competition, 5 of Wands. Ace of Wands. This makes me think that you may have been creatively blocked at one time. You're feeling more inspired. Yeah, and I'm noticing the flame here, up here. Reaching for the flame, reaching for inspiration. We have the 4 of Pentacles, so that returns to what I was talking about stability, how, and the themes of the Wizard of Oz, talking about stability, self-sufficiency. Let's see here. Yes, security. The root chakra. Self-sufficiency. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Guarding your resources. Likely due to a money wound. Feelings of, well, not feeling safe. Six of Cups. Nostalgia, inner child, fond memories of the past. And we have 4 of Swords. So you're in hermit mode, you're resting, you're healing. Seeing the purification card? Resting, yeah. Spirit is encouraging you to rest. Okay, all right. So I mentioned that you may be feeling more inspired now at this time. You may be creating something or just getting creative. You're nurturing your inner child. Creating, getting playful. as you rest. Five of Swords. Feeling conflicted. Maybe money worries, right? Returning to the theme of security. And there you go. Ha ha ha. I did mention the Queen of Pentacles. Stability. She looks very relaxed, secure, stable from within. Yeah, and there's, well, not only the pentacle that refers to stability. I'm looking at the red cushion behind her. Red for the root chakra. And she's sitting in nature. She's grounded. Okay. Seeds, please. Seeds. The seeds of inspiration. Yep, again, more fire. Feeling more energized. Revitalized. The resting period is helping you. Anything else on seeds? Did I mention this is the Knight of Wands? Enthusiasm, passion. Aha! Okay. So, this is the Three of Cups. Celebration with like-minded souls. This goes back to the theme of what I was talking about in regards to home. How you may not have felt a sense of belonging for a good portion of your life. Let me go back. Yeah, the first theme here. Home. Dorothy's longing to return to Kansas is a central theme, symbolizing the universal desire for a sense of belonging. A sense of belonging, yes. Maybe you didn't feel this way for a good portion of your life. And the next point, friendship. The journey with the Scarecrow, Tin Woodman, and Cowardly Lion. Oh, isn't that interesting? Three. Three characters mentioned, and there are three people on this card, the Three of Cups. The journey with the Scarecrow, Tin Woodman, and Cowardly Lion highlights the importance of friendship and the value of companionship. Companionship with like-minded souls. Maybe your star family, noticing the constellation up there. Soul-aligned friendships. Friendships aligned with your new vibration. So that's good. Renewed enthusiasm, feelings of inspiration, passion. Staying open-minded to the possibility of welcoming new relationships, friendships, connections. And just looking at this image, yeah, there's an energy of hope, optimism. And with these new relationships, you may, because I'm looking at new ideas here, seeds, you may embark on a project together. Collaborate. Okay, so this is the Page of Swords, and I'm noticing the light bulbs here, making me think. New ideas. Okay. Whoops. Bottom of the deck, throat chakra. For some reason, that makes me want to look at the mint card, right? Mint. Lozenges to soothe your throat. Okay. Communication. And she is reading, the Page of Swords is reading. She has a book in her hand. So this journey will likely involve you using your healed throat chakra. That will lead to stability, feeling of security. Okay, final message. This is the Psychic Tarot Pocket Edition. Oh, there we go. Returning back to the theme of security, stability, firm foundation. You're sowing the seeds of a firm foundation. You're sowing the seeds of stability. There you go. Sowing the seeds of stability. Sowing the seeds. Stability. That seems to be a big theme lately. So it must be, yeah, a significant energy within the collective. Security, freedom, self-sufficiency, independence, firm foundations. From within first, as within, so without. Yeah, you're highly intuitive. This is the High Priestess. So seeing the High Priestess card, that makes me think of you're using your throat chakra as well as your intuition, your spiritual gifts. This is the Hermit card. I think I mentioned the Hermit. I may have. Yes. A quest for self-discovery and fulfillment in reading about, what is it? The follow the yellow brick road phrase. Yeah. Spiritual quest, going within, the Hermit. And she is holding a book. So you may be very well read, you're studious, intellectual, and you've been through a lot of peaks and valleys. Quite the journey of self-discovery, looking at this mountain. And through all those experiences, challenges, you gained a firm foundation from within, spiritual strength. Wisdom, yeah. Symbolized by the book. Wisdom. You've grown in spiritual strength, spiritual wisdom, and your spiritual gifts also have increased and continue to get sharper. Yep, spiritual strength, there we go. Yeah, you faced your demons. You went within for sure. You're not afraid to face your shadows. You know that you'll be all right, that it will pass. It's not fun while you're going through it. When you're feeling anxious, but you're better at detaching, being the neutral observer. Yep, you're resting right now, resting and rejuvenating. Passion ignited. Yeah, that we already saw. This is the Ace of Wands using the Psychic Tarot Pocket Edition. And here's the Ace of Wands using the Light Seers Pocket Tarot. There you go. Passion ignited. Yes, lots of passion. Look at this. And that's leading to your stability. And potentially drawing in soul-aligned connections. Yeah. All right. That makes me think. That makes me want to go back to the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. Yeah. Follow the yellow brick road. And soon, yes, you're manifesting the feeling of home, stability here on Earth. And so it is. I will end it there. Take care.